Hello, darlings. I am Cassandra. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for coming. For those of you who are new to my channel, child, let me introduce you to the Jungle Beauty Goddesses, the life-size fabric sculpture dolls you see sitting behind me. I created these dolls myself, and as I was sewing them, they would not stop talking to me. And this led to my Jungle Beauty Goddess book series, which is a juicy, sensuous story about human evolution. My Jungle Beauty Goddess Oracle deck, ancestor money, and spell rings available in my Etsy shop. Now, in today's video, I want to talk to you about how you sabotage your own magic, or how you ruin your own magic spells. And just so you know, to help, this series I'm doing is really for people who are new to magic, or people who've been doing it for a while, who want to just have a community and talk about their results and what they've learned and how, you know, the whole nine. But I want to talk about how we ruin and sabotage our own magic. So I don't know if you've heard the term before, but it's a term that, you know, you'll see in a lot of magic books, and they say do not lust for results. Now, lusting for results means that you are thinking about your spell, like, I've done this magic, where's my money, like, you know, just thinking about, ooh, when is this gonna happen, like, is it working? Oh, it's not working, it's probably not working. I just want you to know that every time you have a thought like that it isn't working, then guess what, it isn't, because magic is, you're ruining it. Let me give you some examples of how you're ruining it so it would make sense. So let's just say you are baking a cake and you have all of the perfect ingredients, darling. You have everything is perfect. It's going to be the best cake ever. You mix up the ingredients, you put the cake in the oven, and you keep checking because you want to know, when is it going to be done? Like, you know, when is it going to be done? Every time you open the oven door, you let heat out, right? When you let heat out, then the cake is not cooking properly. There are so many things like in life that you cannot check on it to see if it's working, because every time you check on it, you destroy it. There are forces that have nothing to do with you, that who are working in your favor, who are trying to pull these things together. So one of the things we do when we say lusting for results, it's like it's this whole worrying, it's opening the oven door. It is we have the cocoon stage, right? You know, when the caterpillar goes into the cocoon, and when it turns into mush, and it's before it develops its wings. Well, that's magic, baby. That is magic. But if you were to just like, when are you going to develop? Let me cut the cocoon open and see if the butterfly wings are here. The butterfly wings are never going to develop, you know, under those circumstances, because there's a magic outside of you. There's the spirit realm. There's, you know, I like to call it the steam. You know, I used it in another video where I talk about, well, before we incarnate into a body, we are steam, but when we are a body, we are ice. The steam is always trying to communicate with the ice, and the ice has to melt a little bit. So when the steam melts the ice a little bit, right, then the ice is becoming lighter. And when the ice becomes lighter, that is when you raise your vibration. And I don't know if this analogy is working, but, you know, well, ice is dense, right? But for you to, you know, have you ever looked at, like, when the windows are cold or something, there's a little bit of steam coming off of it? Well, the spirit world is trying to help you manifest whatever it is you are seeking, whether it's love or money or a job or a home, whatever it is. They want to reach you, they want to help you, right? But you have to become lighter in order to be able to receive this. So you know how we say a person's heart has hardened? Well, when a person's heart is hardened, they can't receive love. If you're doing magic work and you are trying to manifest a specific dream or goal or object, then you have to become lighter. And the way you become lighter is by raising your vibration. And the way you raise your vibration is by getting into a state of bliss. And a state of bliss is usually just being happy. It's not just about, I wouldn't meditate after a spell because you're still in your head, but you want to get into a state of bliss. Rather, like I said, you want to do things that make you super happy, that, melt, you got to melt a little bit. You got to become a little bit lighter so that this new energy is able to reach you and become a part of your reality. So when you allow yourself to get into a higher vibrational state, just know that you are softening your reality so that you can bring about change. So when you talk about your spells, when you talk to people who continue to solidify your reality the way it is, that's not true. What's taking so long? I can't believe you did that. That's stupid. You're ice, and you're solidifying that ice. The ice is getting harder and harder. You want that ice to melt so that the spirit realm can reshape it, right, into your dream or goal or whatever it is you're trying to manifest. But first we have to melt or soften the current reality so that we can reshape it into the thing that you're looking for. And in order for you to be able to melt your ice, to raise your vibration, you're going to have to do things that you normally do not do on a consistent basis so that your energy will be able to receive this gift from the universe. You have to, when you do a spell, when you do magic, you cannot think about it. I know that sounds crazy, but I've found, sometimes, you can think about it, but no, try not to think about it. Forget about it. Don't talk about it. Don't tell anybody who is not in your group or who is not wishing for the same things you're wishing for. The minute you tell somebody, say, hey, I did a magic spell for money, and then the first thing they say is, that's not going to work. You believe in that? That's stupid. That's your magic. Do you understand that? Because when people are talking and thinking, because you got to remember, we are all spiritual beings. And when I say spiritual being, the bubbles, the thought, think of when you think of a concept, it becomes a thought bubble. And when you tell somebody about your spell and who's not a part of it, who don't believe in it, and they say, oh, you believe that, or that's stupid. Just imagine somebody just popping your bubble. That energy is actually stopping your spell from working. So another thing is, I always tell people when you're prepping for magic or after you do magic, try to keep your vibration extremely high. Like, if you're asking the universe for, just for anything, let's just say, $10,000, and you find yourself, watching a lot of news, and it's really sad, and there's a lot of bad news that's bringing down your vibration. Well, the money is going to travel the frequency of joy. Money travels on the frequency of joy and bliss and happiness. You can trust me on this. If you aren't extremely happy with your life and with who you are on some level, money just doesn't come to you. This is why people just wonder, like, how did that rock star who's on drugs, and because he's enjoying his life, he's having a good time. But you don't need to be on drugs to have a good time, but you should be doing things in your life that bring you joy. So one is, if you perform magic and you find yourself depressed or sad or anxious or in a really bad mood, you're blocking the magic from working. Because the magic, it's almost like if you're traveling the freeway, it just can't reach you. It can't reach you because you're not resonating, you're not vibrating on the frequency where it can get to you. It is really no deeper than that. So after you perform magic, these are some things that I think that I like to do especially when I really need a big change in my life. try to help someone. Like, one, watch what you say. Don't put other people down. Don't say negative things. Like, don't call people names. Don't judge other people, because that's going to block your own blessings. I can promise you that. You get in a state of, like, if you need to go to a soup kitchen and volunteer your time, if you want to go and put money in people's meters, if you do something to help somebody else that is really kind, at least leave notes telling people how beautiful and wonderful they are, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, start spreading joy and happiness to other people, and that's going to help. That's what you're doing, is creating an avenue for your money to come to you, because you're asking the spiritual realm to help you, and now you're helping other people, and it's going to be so cool. Like, even sometimes if you pay for somebody's, coffee in front of you, or just start thinking, like, I'm going to do something really kind, even if it's just telling somebody something nice. Or even if, sometimes they'll say, would you like to stay on the line and complete the survey? Do it. Yeah, go. Yeah, sure. Let me hook up this person. You know what I'm saying? Because you want to, like I said, you want to stay in a very high vibration. Another thing you want to do is, about the importance of not sabotaging your own magic is, I think I was talking about the cocoon, right, with the butterfly. But another example is, like, if you plant seeds and you keep digging those seeds up to see if the plant is growing. I think you guys have that picture. It's not rocket science. So now you understand why it's so important to, once you do a spell, to let that spell go. And then you also need to understand that it may come in another form, in another time, something you didn't expect. But you have to understand that the spirit realm, they are always looking for the right people to assist you. They work through other people. Like, for example, let's just say you want a particular job, but there is another person who is looking to retire, but they really haven't put in the paperwork, or there's been a snag. You'll be surprised at the stories that go on behind the scenes to bring about other people's dreams. So just know that the patience is so important, because it's not just about you. There are other, of course you know this, there are other beings, human angels and entities and aliens. I mean, honestly, whenever something comes about, it doesn't just affect you, it affects a lot of people. So this is why it's so important to stay in a good mood, because that energy that you're putting out is the energy you're going to get back. You know what I'm saying? So here are some things you can do to not lust for results, or to not sabotage your own magic. One, whenever I do magic, I try to make sure I do it before I hula hoop, because whenever I hula hoop, it always puts me in a really good mood. So, like, do your magic and then go and exercise, because you want to get out of your head and into your body, right? Because, if you're in your head, you might think about it. You don't want to think about it. You want to, like, I planted that seed, I baked that cake, I put it in the oven. It's in the hands of the spirit realm. They're going to take care of it. You have to have confidence and believe that I'm going to get this or something better. I'm going to get on with my day. I'm going to bless somebody's day. Sometimes, you know what, you can just, I'll do a prayer for safety, and I'll say, and I like to extend this prayer to anybody else who may need it anywhere in the world. Like, just even something like that. Like, get in the mindset and in the energy of blessing other people, because you are, even though you're in physical form, you are still a spiritual being, and you can be helpful to other people. Tell people how wonderful they are. Tell people how kind they are. Do not criticize your money. I cannot emphasize this enough. Like, let's say, for example, like, let's say you hate your job or whatever. That's not good, because if you're sending out the energy of hating your job, then you are going to it's like you're not respecting the energy that that job is bringing to your life. The money is putting food on the table, that it's, it's blessing you. You may not like a particular person, but I'm just saying, I'm not saying you have to be perfect, but try to, like your clients. Like, I know I have people sometimes who are like, oh my God, I can't stand my students. How could you not stand your students? They are your bread and butter. You know what I'm saying? That's how you, if your classes are empty, how do you eat? Like, that blows my mind. You have to love your clients. You have to respect them. You have to show gratitude for them. Whoever is coming into your life, who you provide a service for, and there's a relationship of reciprocity, respect that energy, say positive things about them, bless their lives, because that energy is going to come back to you tenfold. Just make sure that you're not engaging in gossip or saying just really negative things about other people or about the world. Try to stay away from judging and really judging and putting down or not appreciating other people, because that blocks your own blessings. So another thing is, like I said, I like the hula hoop. It's good to eat a good meal too. Like, after you do a nice spell, it's good to cook a meal with you. Like, no fast food, no TV dinners, but chop the onions and the potatoes and the carrots. Like, cook something really good that requires you to like watch the butter sizzle in the skillet, baby. Like, really put your heart into it, because that, oh my God, it grounds you. And again, you're in your body. You can smell the food, and when you eat the food, just like really taste it, really, really enjoy it. Watch the steam come up from your coffee cup or your tea cup, and just like, oh my God, this is so delicious. Thank you, God, for this food. There's somebody in the world that don't have food today. I like to pray for them. Like, honestly, you can make everything you do after you perform your spell magical and beautiful. You can also, take a good shower with a nice shower gel, something that smells amazing, a good bath, use your best stuff. You can have like your bath products that you only use after you do your smells, because like I said, you want to get out of your head into your senses, and you want to be in a really good mood. And oh my God, play some bomb music. One of the songs that my son introduced me to recently is by J. Cole, and it's called Love Yours. That song, it tore me up, y'all. Had me like bawling, tears of gratitude and joy. He's just talking about in this song how until you love your own life and the people in your life, and the things that you have accomplished, that you are never going to be happy until you love yours, love your life. And I like when he says something like, there's, I can't remember, something about there's beauty in the struggle, and there's beauty in the struggle, and there's pain in success, or something like that. Oh my God, that song. Listen, guys, I'm late because, but it's a song to be about gratitude. Find music. You should have a stash. I'm gonna do it. If you're gonna do a spell for something, whether it's love or money, always know in advance what you're going to do after that spell, so that you do not lust for results, so that you do not sabotage or ruin your own spell. One, play good music that puts you in the best mood ever. Eat good food. Make sure you exercise, or something where you're outside. If it's winter, go make a snowman. If it's summer, go for a walk. Whatever you're doing, remember you're getting out of your head and into your body. Make sure that even it's really good to clean. Like if you're cleaning your home, that is a really good vibration. Don't talk to anybody negative or negative people. Don't get into anything. Don't watch anything negative. I'm telling you. So the other thing is, I said the yoga, exercise, taking a good bath. It smells really good. Lotion up, child. Listen to some good music. Go for a walk. Another thing you can do, and this is one of my favorite things to do after a spell, is to make a gratitude list. And I don't know where I read this because I read so many magic books, but it is to when you make your list, you sandwich it with things that has already happened, with things that are happening now, and with things that are happening in the future, but you write everything as if it has already happened. So for example, I'm so grateful for my bike, my first bike. It was, I talk about the colors of it and how happy my uncle bought it for me for Christmas. And I just love that bike. And then I'm grateful for my job and my students. I love them so much. And then I'll say I'm grateful for the Jungle Beauty Goddess movie book deal. You know what I'm saying? Like, you see, I went future, present, past. But yeah, and do it like at least for 20 things. Oh my God. You would be in the best mood ever. And then when you sandwich it, because you got to remember the subconscious doesn't know what is real or what is not real. So it is, I'm telling you, that is a bomb thing to do after a spell. And then go take a bath and go make a good meal. Remember, no fast food. Don't buy it. Make it. Chop some stuff, bake some stuff, because you want to dive into your body and you want to experience it, and you want to be grateful for, even if you make yourself a nice cup of tea or something. Now, everybody's different, so I don't want to start telling people don't drink, no, you do you. The reason I don't like to drink or use any type of substances or anything when I'm doing spell work is because I read, and it makes sense to me, that it attracts low vibrational entities. And no. I'm already dealing with you when I'm straight. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's why I don't do that. Even after. No, I want to stay in the best mood. And the other thing that I like to do to keep myself in a high vibration is I like to watch my favorite movie. Like I think I said it before. I love Dumb and Dumber, Love and Basketball. I can't think of all my other movies, child. But you should have a list of movies that you enjoy. So you have your music, you have your movies, but these are things that really put you in high vibration. Sometimes when you're going through something, there are people you just can't talk to because when you are trying to manifest something, maybe you can't talk to that person who is always argumentative or want to bring you down or put you down. You just can't afford it. You know what I'm saying? Leave a nice tip if you go out. Like, you just want to be in the most blissful mood you can muster. Do you understand what I'm saying? You want to be in a state of bliss, because I'm telling you, your dreams they travel on the freeway of bliss and joy, happiness, harmony, love. Call people that you love. Be in a state of love, and also, making love to somebody that you feel very connected to and that you really love. That also bring in, if it's wealth or a job, but if it's love you're looking for, there's still love. Whether you are feeding the birds or whether you are spending time with your niece and nephew, there's love everywhere. So anyway, I really hope that this video helps someone. Thank you so much for watching. And I look forward to seeing you, darling, in the next video.